Welcome to BreyerFest 2020 news. On January 28th, Breyer released a new model sneak peek, which some people figured out to be on the Georg mold. Now when I saw those guesses for Georg, I thought, oh, this is probably going to end up maybe being one of the raffle models then, because this looks like a fairly intricate pattern and on such a recent mold, so maybe it's a raffle model. But no, it is actually not a raffle model. This model is in fact Georg. Here is the photo of him that has been revealed by the BreyerFest blog. But he is not a raffle model, he is in fact the second special run for BreyerFest 2020. That is really exciting to get a recently released mold with a loud pattern as a special run. I'll give my opinion on this model in a minute, but first, some more information about him. The BreyerFest blog tells you about the mold, but this is the part I found extra interesting. We think you'll love him just as much in this stunning version we've created just for BreyerFest. He's presented as a Norker, done in a bay semi-leopard varnish Appaloosa. Now maybe I'm mistaken, but Breyer typically hasn't done special runs as models that represent specific breeds, especially those that match the theme. At least they haven't really mentioned it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't remember last year, the year before, or even the year before that, Breyer ever mentioning that any of their special runs were supposed to represent a specific breed, and breed that kind of directly related to the BreyerFest theme. Therefore, I find this really interesting that Breyer is saying this guy is presented as a Norker, which I'm probably pronouncing wrong. This is a spotted giraffe breed that originated in Austria, by the way. And I'm just still surprised they actually gave this model a breed. Many collectors have speculated and wanted special runs that relate more to the theme and real-world horse breeds for years now, and it seems like Breyer maybe is listening into that and finally adding some special run models based on real-world horse breeds that relate to the year's theme. I'm curious to see if they will do this with any of their other special runs this year. Now for this model's name, his name is Oak. It says, oak trees feature prominently in Celtic mythology. They are an aspect of a magical trilogy of trees related to fairy lore. Their use in sacred rituals dates back to the 1st century, when Pliny the Elder described their incorporation into fertility rituals performed by ancient druids, and Celtic Britons under Roman rule worshipped Daran, the goddess of the oak tree. Even the town of Kildare finds its roots in that of the oak tree. Kildara is Irish for Church of the Oak. I think Oak is a very cute name for this model, especially since he is a draft horse like a big, strong oak tree. Let's actually talk more about this guy's appearance. He is a varnish roan Appaloosa with spots that are masked on, but he also has splatter-resist spotting for that varnish look, which means no two of these models are going to look exactly the same. Those little tiny splatter spots should vary between each model, which will be very cool to see the different variations of this guy. Maybe some of them will have a lot of splatter spots, maybe some will have big splatter spots, tiny splatter spots, hardly any splatter spots. I like seeing variations of models, so I'm really excited to see the variations on this guy. His eyes are a plain black and white. That'll probably be all the special runs, unless a model has blue eyes. It is hard to tell the color of his eyes in these photos, but Breyer posted a sneak peek close-up version of his face on their social media, and you can better see his eyes there. His hooves look neat. They are striped, I believe. His mane and tail are both a dark brown and white. And there's just a lot of nice detail going on with this model. I'm personally liking him a lot. I look forward to having a model on this mold, and his color is great, and his color complements the mold, I think, as well. I saw a couple people mentioning that his color is a vintage throwback. I kind of agree and disagree with this. It is a vintage look because of the splatter dapples in the shade of brown, although he's definitely meant to be a more realistic and modern color, which you can mostly tell by his Appaloosa spots. Thank goodness those are not those vintage circle Appaloosa spots that I personally don't really like. His legs are also dark, which is different from the traditional vintage coloring. You can see a picture of the Performance Appaloosa horse on the right here with that original vintage coloring. I will be more than likely getting Oak, and I hope he is even more beautiful in person. I am really liking him. And I'm sure he's going to be one of the first special runs to sell out in the special run line, depending of course on how many they make of him, which will probably still be a lot. Breyer usually only has a more limited number on their animal and decorator special runs, so while this guy is definitely more desirable, he's not going to be impossible, I don't think, to get a hold of. And my guess is he may sell out typically halfway-ish in the special run line, possibly. But what do you guys think about the special run oak? Is he a must-have for you, a pass, or maybe you're still waiting to see what the other 6 special runs are before you make up your mind about him? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for all the latest BreyerFest news. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye everyone!